Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is my natural hair story. My hair right now, this is basically how I keep my hair under my wigs. I like to do a lot of protective styling and low manipulation hairstyles. I basically prefer not to have to style my hair every morning. I have been natural for a long time. I would say exactly 8 years natural. And this is the length of my hair, and the reason is because when I went natural, I really was just cutting my hair because I was tired of using relaxer. I didn't like how my hair looked. I have really fine hair. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's not very dense. With the relaxer, I just didn't have enough like volume and body in my hair, and I didn't like how it looked. I have a couple of pictures of back in university where my hair was relaxed, and that was the straightest my hair ever was, and I just didn't like it. So I woke up one morning, walked down to the barber shop, and they cut my hair off. My cut was like Big Chop doesn't even I cut everything off. I cut my entire everything off. So for the first couple of years, I would braid my hair from the time I was able to actually get a good sort of grip to braid it. It was still really short, and some of the braids like in the middle would just come out, but I tied it like the outside was okay, so I wore it like that. So what happened was, let's say for the first year, my hair grew really well, or not really well, it grew. So from about 2011, that's when I was rocking my poof and my little fro at the back, and frequenting the salon and letting them use their hair dryer and their harsh products that are just absolutely unbelievably harmful on my hair. I kind of was able to just rock my natural hair, and it wasn't really an issue. At that time, I wasn't doing my hair myself. I wasn't washing it myself. I wasn't doing any of it. I would be at the salon every couple of weeks for a wash, and that's basically all I did because I didn't use relaxer anymore. Honestly, in terms of my hair, I thought it was done growing. Basically, I felt this is the length my hair is at. It's now stopped growing, and it just never really occurred to me to try and take care of it, or the whole concept of a healthy hair journey and trying to retain length. It was so foreign to me. I had absolutely no clue. Like, my hair was so low maintenance. That's how I would actually describe it to people back in the day, when everyone was like, I can't believe you keep your hair natural, it's so much work, how do you do it? I'd be like, my hair is zero maintenance. And it was, because outside of going to the salon every couple of weeks and paying 40 rand or 50 rand for a wash, sometimes even 20 rand if I was in the hood, I didn't really have to worry about it. I wouldn't even wrap my hair like to sleep. I would do nothing. I would do absolutely nothing. I never liked hair product. I didn't like the feeling of oily or greasy feeling when I touched my hair, which is so silly, but I really didn't. I wanted my hair to just feel like nothing, and not leave any hair product on my pillow or on any. I just didn't want it. I was so lazy. I didn't want to do anything on my hair. So I did that from, I would safely say, 2011 to last year. I would say it was maybe around 2015 where I started thinking about, well, not just thinking about, seeing the trend, seeing people, blog about hair and videos and Instagram posts, and started to think, maybe I can try to do something different with my hair. That's where I now started reading, and as the trend grew, I had more information available to me, so that by sort of the end of 2015 to the beginning of 2016, I kind of knew what I wanted to do. My problem became finding the products I was actually looking for. It's crazy that if you walk into the pharmacy now, I was in Clicks the other day, and there is such a wide variety of natural hair products, and with great ingredients, great brands that we've kind of been seeing on the blogs and on the social media pages, but they weren't available here. Just a couple of years ago, it wasn't like that. Like, this is also recent. It's actually amazing how quickly it's evolving. I knew what products I wanted. I didn't really know about checking the ingredients at that time. I would sort of just read or watch what people were using and then go, to the pharmacy and ask for it. And, sometimes you find the product you're looking for and then later realize, oh wait, it contains a sulfate or a paraben. And then you have to kind of just ditch it. An example is my rose water that I have. I'm going to just show you guys. This is a rose water that I went in the pharmacy and got probably last year. I mean, it smells amazing. I loved using it. I was using it in a few of my DIY products, and I thought it was so great. And I'd never heard of rose water before I was on the natural hair blogs and all of that. But I went through the ingredients. Probably I'd probably been using it for about 4 months at that point. And here's the ingredients. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, so what I'm actually trying to show you guys is what's at the bottom there. It says preservatives, methyl paraben, ethyl paraben, and propyl paraben. So I had done enough reading at that point to know that I've seen so many people talk about parabens are bad for this and that reason, and I just didn't want to be putting anything into my hair that wasn't natural, or at least for the majority of it a natural or organic product with good ingredients. So I've just recently actually replaced my rose water. I haven't even opened the bottle yet. I basically just stopped putting it in my products until I could figure out where to get it, and I ended up having to buy it online. But that's what I'll be using going forward. I hope it smells just as good. It's still in the plastic. I literally just got these about 2 days ago. But yes, it became so important to me to be using good products, to be checking the ingredients, to be only putting good things into my hair. I can tell you now, I really do want length, but I also do want volume. Volume is harder to get because the density on your hair isn't something you can change. You can use certain things to try and make your hair strands thicker. I have to just be at peace with how my hair currently is, how God made my hair. It's so easy when you're natural to compare yourself to other naturals, their hair texture, their curl pattern, their regimen, and wonder why it doesn't work for you, or get annoyed that your hair doesn't look how their hair looks. And honestly, I do get a lot of questions just walking around, literally in the mall or getting petrol at the garage. Someone will ask me what I use, and I can tell you what I use. The problem is when we expect what we see on someone else to be on our heads, and that's where we get disappointed. And we're still, as naturals, as Black people, trying to overcome a lot of the negative information that has been fed to us over so many years about what is wrong with our hair that we're still struggling to understand that my hair is perfect as it is. So I'm also on that struggle. I am struggling with the volume, sometimes with the curl pattern, the fact that my hair doesn't stay up. I mean, I know I've twisted it now, but I feel like my hair falls, and I don't know why my hair doesn't grow towards the sun like people always say about their afros. Okay, so let me backtrack a little bit. So at the point where I realized I now want to be on a healthy hair journey, I want to take care of my hair, it was a very drastic change. So I had to learn how to wash my hair myself, how to maintain my hair myself, keep it tame. I don't even like that word. like the hair is wild. Just to keep, I don't even like to say manageable, like the hair is stubborn and uncooperative, just in a way that was sort of easy for me. The only reason it wasn't easy was because I had been doing it so differently for so long that it was an adjustment. So I did completely stop going to the hair salon. In fact, my last wash at the hair salon was so traumatic that literally I felt like this is a sign from God. And I was never, I never went to any salon after that to wash my hair. I didn't initially cut out the heat, but at this point I have not used any heat on my hair at all this entire year. And that was hard in the beginning. I liked the heat because it added length to my hair. It stretched it, But now, because I've managed to retain length, my hair is longer than it was before. And without the heat, is still more hair than I had. So I don't feel that I need the heat. And honestly, in terms of just, the texture of my hair, because I keep it moisturized and I deep condition and I take care of it, heat isn't something I need. The only time I do want to use some heat is to do a silk press. I don't know around here in Joburg who does that safely, so I might have to do it myself. I really don't know, but I do kind of want to see it straightened out so that I can do a proper comparison in terms of length check. I was on the blogs a lot. I downloaded ebooks and, hair bibles, all that stuff. And I didn't initially pay too much attention to what each thing is for. I really just wanted to get comfortable with handling my own hair, doing my own hair. And in the beginning, I really was disastrous. I knew about castor oil and hot oil treatments. And I remember I got some Jamaican black castor oil from a colleague, actually. And I just drowned my hair in it. And then I heard about this salon, this branch of salons that they have around here, which I hadn't heard about before. So this was 2016, maybe, last year, called Candy & Co. And I thought, I'm going to go check it out. I heard they're like fantastic with natural hair. And that's where I got my hair analyzed for the first time. I've never really done it myself. I can't remember everything they told me, but I do remember my curl pattern was classified as 3C. And I remember being not so happy about it because everywhere else, everyone was talking about 4C hair. So why didn't I have 4C hair? Why was mine 3C? And I kind of reclassified it myself. So I feel I'm more of a 3C, 4A, maybe even 4B. I might be pushing it. The lady pointed out how much oil I had on my hair and how, she was just struggling to wash it out. It was just oil and oil and oil. I drowned my hair in this castor oil, which is a thick oil, and I didn't even really know what I was doing. So I knew I needed to get even more educated. I needed to have a system, and that's where I got to the point of writing down my regimen. I had to be very particular about what the products I was using were for. So it wasn't just about using the natural products. I also had to make sure I was using them the right way. I did a few hot oil treatments, but I can tell you at this point I've completely taken them out of my regimen. Maybe not exactly completely. Deep conditioning, I believe, has saved my hair. So I was worried starting the healthy hair journey that my hair might be damaged beyond repair. I didn't know if all of those years of being in the salon every couple of weeks, all that heat, would have done any permanent damage. And honestly, I feel I'm blessed that none of that happened. I was able to see my curls again. I'd forgotten just how spirally my hair can be. If I was to give any one point of advice to any new natural, it would be make sure you deep condition. If you do nothing else, make sure you deep condition. I also adopted co-washing once I understood that hair product and oily substances are not an enemy to me and my hair. They're actually good for it. I didn't want to just wash everything out, strip my hair of everything. So I threw out my my old shampoos. I don't co-wash anymore because I now make myself a little DIY black soap concoction to wash my hair with, and I prefer that a lot more to the co-washing because my hair just feels cleaner without it, you know, being stripped. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just what I prefer. That's just what works better for me. And what else did I adopt? Definitely handled my protective styling a lot more responsibly. I've been wearing wigs probably since 2011. Definitely by 2012 I was already a wig person. I would, you know, put my hair in twists, maybe a few more than this at the time, and then forget about it and put it under the wig. And I learned how, with the new hair journey, to be more responsible with the hair under the wig. I have fewer knots, I'm losing less hair. It's just much better to understand that as much as you've got this wig on and it looks fabulous, you still have hair underneath that you need to take care of. And I guess that's really what the healthy hair journey is about. Since my new regimen, my new hair routine, I've definitely seen length retention. I've you know, I've done a video where I showed you guys my 6-month length check. I think that was back in April. And, you know, I've seen a significant amount of growth in my hair and my length. I usually just use this piece at the back, and I remember when I first started, the hair came up to like my collar there, and you know, by the end of it, like, you know, my hair is like by now, you know, by my brow almost. So it's a few months and I'm not the most consistent, but I definitely have seen positive changes. I've seen progress, so it's been good. And in terms of the curl pattern I was talking about, I mean, I'll show you guys. So the hair at the back for me is kind of the more looser curl pattern, if I can put it like that. It is a bit spirally from the twist, but that's basically what the texture looks like. Okay, so I hope you guys can see that it's just looser curls, and I guess that's my 3C hair. Okay, and if I go up to sort of the middle, and you guys, can you see that I've literally got 3 on this side and 3 on that side, and that's my entire head covered, and they look so small. Do you see what I mean about that density, low density? Okay, so I feel like these twists have completely distorted my curl pattern right now. But these are definitely tighter curls, even though it might not really show, but they are. Okay, I'm gonna just twist those back up, because the other reason I prefer wigs to other protective styles is because I really like to get into the hair. I like to try different products, test different things, switch things up, you know. I like to kind of do a protein treatment every weekend, and my tea rinses, I tried a lot of different things, and sometimes when I draw up my plan, my regimen, it looks like work. Literally, there'll be so many things that are on there that I need to be doing, and it's just easier if I can whip off the wig and get into the hair and, you know, be able to do this. I don't use any combs or brushes on my hair, except, you know, maybe on like the front and my edges and stuff, but mostly I just work with my fingers like this, and I know it sounds like if I'm getting into the hair every night, that's not exactly low manipulation, but I'm really just being so gentle and undoing it, and I'll apply what I apply. I would apply it to the twisted hair, but my hair just unravels so easily. So I'm gonna just undo this top one too. Okay, I think my curls are a bit stretched out because of the twists, and I'm just a bit disappointed about that because I wanted to show you guys. I have parts of my hair that are so spirally that, you know, sometimes you can't really get a proper grip on the hair with the rest of it. But yeah, that's we're not going to see that now because I actually just washed my hair, so it's just still really fresh. It hasn't had a chance to recoil, so I'll show you guys that in another video maybe. You can also check out my wash day video because, you know, that was old hair, so this is still kind of fresh, so it's kind of hard to really see the curl pattern. But yeah, looking at my hair right now, I feel one wouldn't think it's anything but A3C, but I do have tighter curls actually, so I believe I do go into the fours. What else do I want to tell you guys about my hair? I do like to wear my natural hair out. I love styles that make it seem like there's more volume, and I will make videos where I style my hair. That's basically my hair journey. I hope that the pictures you guys have seen and that the information I've provided with this video have been useful and helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comment section and I will definitely respond. I know there's probably a lot of stuff that I've left out because I'm trying to tell this story from 2009 and it's an old story, but the journey, the healthy hair journey, is literally less than a year. I'll make more videos just, you know, showing the different things that I use and what I try. As far as this box of goodies that I got, hands are so oily now, that I got delivered with, you know, the rose water and some other stuff, I'll do a video just sharing what I order, maybe all my products. Yeah, I definitely want to do more videos like that, just showing you products that I use and why I like them, and just share the journey with you. So I was actually going to put my hair up into a high puff, but I'm so lazy. I just actually want to wrap it up and go do something else. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.